Hey Adrian, how's it going? Thanks for showing interest in my little project here. So I'll just be upfront about it because you're gonna know sooner or later. I am working on Diversity 3, and you're one of three people besides my kids and my wife who know I'm working on it. So you're the third person, and I'd like to keep it very quiet. I was actually gonna do it completely alone. I probably still will, but at this point, it's gonna be like I did your filter here, which they might be a little small. As you can see, this is the Batmobile. So I'm actually working on a dropper right now, and you know how we like making droppers. Um, I've got two droppers done already, and they're both pretty cool. And I'm still, even though you're in the loop, I'm still being pretty secretive about what I'm doing. Um, I don't even know if I'll even announce I'm making it. I might just like throw a trailer out, but it's like I might not even get it done this year, and I might not even finish it if I. That's why I don't want to tell people because I don't really want anybody to be pressuring me, and I'm kind of just doing this on my free time. I've been playing around with Tinkercad too. It's pretty easy. You just import structures. Pretty cool. So I might use something like this in one of the droppers. I don't know yet. Anyway, so you can see we have the Batmobile. This is going to be one of the drops. I hope if I can get it. They'll probably be flying down this way, so I'm going to flip this whole landscape up vertically like we did with the Star Wars one. Now you're building here. I don't know what size I want each one because here's the size of that car. Now, the Batmobile is obviously bigger than a normal car, but like if I get I've been using a lot of the concrete. And I haven't played I've been playing a lot recently, but before that, before I put my test map out, I hadn't played for a long time. But anyway, I'm thinking the cars will probably be four. I'm not gonna put too many cars. I might put like a Joker car or something that he's chasing. I don't know yet, but I'm thinking that's gonna be the size. How much is this one? It's really hard to see the black. 6 wide. So yeah, probably 4 wide. I'm thinking that might be like. That's obviously not a good car. Well, anyway, I'm thinking the Batmobile will be bigger than the normal cars, but that's probably going to be the size of a car. And I might put glass instead of blocks, but something really basic like that with some wheels. Oh, I'll have to lift it up. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, in comparison to a building, and if you think about in like real life, how big an actual Batmobile would be versus a commercial building, I'm thinking it probably would be like a third or maybe a little under half the size of the building. So if we could make these buildings, I don't know how wide, maybe just tell me your thoughts. I was kind of starting to think about sort of a sidewalk going down, but that's probably going to be too small. And of course, if we're gonna flip these, I'm not gonna be able to use slabs. I've used slabs to flip some things already, and they look really funky when you flip them because there's no, well, you know what I mean. And by flipping, I mean when you turn it 90 degrees so that they're falling this way. But anyway, yeah, my idea is sort of a Batmobile chase, and then going past the city skyscrapers. I really like using um, the powdered black for roadway because it looks like asphalt. Um, but I'm kind of thinking the buildings might have to be like this wide. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. Does that look like a good width? Maybe even wider. Yeah, like maybe 40 wide. And they don't even have to be that complicated. I was thinking just kind of like this. Like it'd be cool if we had like they're not, obviously not going in them, but if we just had a doorway, and I usually do my doorways like something like just where the wall juts in, where it's not going to be red obviously, but if I do like, get out of here, like that could be an entrance way. And then this would be, we could put windows here, but obviously we'd have to have some sort of, I think, a sidewalk just to make it look a little better. And I wouldn't mind even putting, I'm kind of thinking fence posts, they don't look too bad when they're sideways. Of course it might look different when I do flip it, but oh man, wait till you see the second one I finished. It looks so awesome, man. Anyway, like just something like a lamppost. That stuff is just for an idea. I don't need your help unless you want to help me there. But I mostly am looking for buildings, and if you are interested in helping me out there, I would appreciate it. Otherwise, if you can tell me how to get your filter just to do, I guess we do want some like that, but I'm kind of inclined to have windows all throughout the front, and then the next building could be starting like 2 blocks apart, so you'd imagine like it's sort of like a little alleyway, and all they're gonna have is the roadway that will go, they'll be dropping straight down through here, and I want to have a little intersection here with a stoplight, and then when they get to the intersection, they're going to have to basically go between 2 buildings. I might even do 1 space, and that'll be how they, and maybe even I'll put like a what do you call it, like a harbor or something, like the docks at the end, so they can land in water, but the water will be, because it's flipped vertically, it'll be like I don't know if you've seen or played the first Dropper. They had a level where, how did he do it? Well, we could do it like this. So if I do, he had a level where the thing was turned on its side. That's where I got the idea from the ice spikes one in D2. But you were coming across here, and you had to, and there was nothing on the bottom. You had to delete, the water deleted with MC Edit. You had to like come down, and you had to land back in like that. And I'm kind of thinking that that's going to be how they're going to have to cushion their fall. But yeah, tell me your thoughts. And my son wants in. Oh, my daughter wants in. What's up? What? Look, orange pop. Okay, we call it pop here. I don't know if you call it soda. So, what's honey? Yeah. A building. Is that? Oh, a unicorn? Yeah. It's flying unicorn. But yeah, and so the backdrop behind the buildings is just going to be black concrete, so it'll look kind of like night sky. I might even put a bat symbol that they have to jump through, but the main thing is the buildings. That's really misleading when I do it like that, but I think I explained that. Like, we'll have like a sidewalk, and then we'll start the building. And I usually like to have my buildings have some sort of blocky base. A lot of times I use stone or gray concrete, and then I put my windows. I think that's the way you have these designed. I kind of set the filter a little low, but let me know your thoughts. First of all, that's kind of the idea. I figured it'd be easier than doing a sketch, and whatever, I'll let you into the secret. Yeah, I didn't make those. I just imported those. I was gonna do an Ender Dragon drop, but by the time you get black concrete on it, it's this is, I think it's obsidian, because the in Tinkercad it's very it uses very old blocks to convert them. But I started using the black, and you can't even, like, it's so hard to see. They wouldn't even be able to know what they're hitting is the problem. I'm realizing that about black concrete. I really like the concrete blocks because they're straight colors, but that's the problem. So yeah, let's just brainstorm for now and give me your thoughts on ideas for that. It's going to be a straight, the roadway's going to go straight, like I said, but near the end they're going to have to drop through two, like in between two buildings, if you know what I mean. And that's my phone. Tomb Raider trailer's out. Huh. Check it out later. Okay, Adrian, thank you very much for being interested and potentially helping me out here. I'm still hoping to do the most of the map alone as a personal challenge, but if you are interested in collaborating with, I'm mostly going to need help with structures, as I said, like buildings and stuff like that. But I can tell you that everything I've made so far is pretty freaking awesome. I'm pretty happy about it. And I've only done two, well, it's the third branch I'm working on. Anyway, yeah, let me know. And this is an unlisted video. Nobody knows it's except for you. Let's keep it that way. And I'll talk to you later. Thanks, man.